Kenya has held its first ever live presidential debate. It came ahead of the presidential election on the 4th of March. The debate focused on social and economic policies as well as racial issues. One of the candidates is the Deputy Prime Minister Uhuru Kenyatta. He's due to stand trial at the International Criminal Court over the post-election violence back in 2007. He denies the charges.
Tribalism is a cancer that has afflicted this country for a very long time and has been a source of conflict, has been a source of death, has been a source of destruction of property. And this we saw the worst of in the post-election violence of 2007.
Well, let's hear now from Peter Greste, who's got more from Nairobi.
This is without doubt the most watched television event in Kenya's history, perhaps the most important of this entire election campaign. According to the organisers, about 40 million people here in Kenya and around the world will be tuning in. It's being broadcast live across every single radio station and television network in the country. But the question is whether it will actually change anything. Because a lot of the analysts are suggesting that this campaign is polarising along ethnic lines, and of course people can't change their ethnicity. So they will tend to vote for the candidate who represents their tribe. But a lot of people are suggesting that it is up to the minor candidates to take votes away from the leading candidates and perhaps push this to a second round. So the question is whether those candidates have been able to do anything. One of the surprise performers has been a man who wasn't even expected to appear in this debate. Mohammed Dida, who is one of the candidates who was barely polling on the charts, who's barely getting single figures in the opinion polls, has really taken this debate by storm. He's a man who has really shone in this debate. But it's unlikely that he will be able to take away votes from the candidates and push this to a second round on his own. But the bottom line is that because this is the first debate of its kind, it's almost impossible to assess the kind of impact it will ultimately have on the election.